And we're back. Hopefully you've been hydrating between each match. If you've been watching from the beginning. If not, maybe consider going and watching from the beginning and forward here in our challenge this weekend. If you're brand new to the YouTube channel, don't forget there is a subscribe button and a notification bell. That helps me reach you guys with videos and gives you that notification when I drop them down there. Alright. Approaching match 5 here. We're doing fairly well on the challenge. We've had a few pretty easy games just based on Blood Moon's ability to lock an opponent out of their mana sources. We'll hope for another favorable matchup or something where we can do well. Our last matchup was actually kind of difficult, and we got a little bit lucky based on how my opponent did fetch. Match 5. See if we can get the dice roll, and let's play some Magic. Can always hope for favorable matchups. You're not going to get them all the time, though. There are a lot of decks in Modern. Alright, we lose the dice roll. That's alright. Alright, we do have a turn 2 Rabblemaster and a turn 3 Rabblemaster, potentially. We're going to keep this. I am going to pitch probably Chandra here in case I have to slam on the brakes here with this bridge. Oh no. Alright, we'll see what disappears here. Our land disappeared. We got another Chandra here. But our bridge disappeared. We'll see what happens. Do I find the land? I do not. Alright, Burning Inquiry got us for one here. There's a couple options there to play if I were to have gotten a land there. Blood Moon being one of those. We'll hope for land. Well, we don't hit a land here. Burning Inquiries has kind of screwed us up here. Quite a bit, actually. And we're very far away from killing this Gurmag Angler here. Bloodghast to the bin is really good for my opponent. They get that back. We might simply lose this based on not being able to play, for example, Blood Moon there. And they get a Tassiger. Well, we've mentioned Blood Moon now twice, and I think we'll just concede here. Even if I were to top deck a land, we're not getting there. Unfortunately, Burning Inquiry. That being said, we weren't going to draw apparently a land here in the top 13 or so. It is a bit unfortunate that they do see our bridge here as well. Alright, how do we approach this one? So bridge is actually pretty good here, as is kind of a attack on my opponent's life total. Blood Moon's not as important, even though it would have gotten us some extra turns there in the last game. I'm against Walking Ballista here. I don't think it's necessary. Chalices are pretty decent and probably worth it. The Abrades are a bit weaker, but they do kill Hollow One. This Slagstorm's probably a question mark. We can probably swap that out for an Anger. The other thing that's a big question here is if Karn is worth it. Now, I don't think so. We're going to really put this to the test, I think. We're going to probably bring in, I want to say, Eidolon and Hazret and Angers and Bridge. We're going to try to get these Chalices. We're going to try to get some of this stuff going. I could see a Slagstorm for maybe one of these Eidolons, so let's go ahead and keep a Slagstorm here. Otherwise, I think this is where we want to be with these 7. We could make an argument that we could just simply play an Akroma for 3 on Morph. Not planning to perhaps unmorph it. There is also the question of, do I just keep a Walking Ballista here and try not to do the Eidolons with the bridge? That is probably a hard consideration here. Let's take both Eidolons out, Walking Ballista back in, and we'll bring one more bridge in. That'll shut off Ancient Grudge, Gurmag Anglers, and other things like that. We've lowered our curve a little bit anyway by getting rid of Karn. We have to remember we only have 3 bridges here, so if we do see a bridge, it's more valuable than it was before. There is an argument for maybe this Welding Jar. There's also an argument for Tormod's Crypt here. Maybe if we get to game 3, we'll consider those. Alright, I like this hand a lot better. We're going to go ahead and keep it. I might just try to ritual out this bridge here, just to get it out and avoid a Burning Inquiry problem again. So we'll go ahead and do that. It's a little aggressive, but I have lost to losing my important spell quite quickly. We have no way to really protect this at the moment, but that's okay. There's a Blood Moon. I'm going to go ahead and play that out as well. We want to get them off of their 2 colors of mana. And if they were to accidentally Burning Inquiry their Ancient Grudge away, I want that to not be a problem. My opponent has the Ancient Grudge in hand. A bit of a bummer. I'll take our Warboss though here. Maybe that Ancient Grudge has slowed my opponent down. Maybe. Goblin Lore. There's a Blood Gas. This is a very big Flame Adept as well. I did not see any hollow ones. There they are. My opponent's getting a lot of the good stuff here. So I guess I'm looking for an Anger here. I would be looking for another bridge as well. Rabblemaster's a little bit questionable. I think we'll move to second main here and play Rabblemaster, just so I have double blocks on some of these guys. But we're not looking too hot here. My opponent's first game took our bridge randomly. Here we go. We're going to lose a Blood Moon, a Gemstone, and a Simian Spirit Guide. I'm kind of okay with that. Looks like I might have to be double blocking a Flame Adept here. So we block here like this, and then I have to double block one of these. I take 6 here. This doesn't feel very good. We're pretty much on the back of just needing bridge here. Maybe an Anger to slow this down. The alternate route there was to try to attack back. Alright, we do hit an Anger, which is not the perfect card, but it definitely buys us another turn here. We have a Phoenix right behind this, so we need Abrade or bridge. And we hit neither. Well, that's going to do it really quick for this round. Kind of got a little bit cheesed out of our land. But like I said, we weren't going to draw another land in that game 1. In game 2, they just happened to have the Ancient Grudge in hand, it seems. They probably kept a hand with it in there. So that puts us back a match here in our quest to find the challenge. You'll notice that I only got to 4 right at the end, so our Karn and going and getting bridge would not have been a good idea. There's a Chalice. One way we could have potentially avoided that in some way is playing the bridge after playing the Chalice, but we would have had to hit these cards kind of in this sequence here. And we would have needed to not die to double down on Phoenix. Alright. Well, that was a quick match. 5. It puts us back a match, but doesn't put us out of the running. We'll see what happens in the next round. See you in the next match.